Hey everyone, my name's Walter, and I'm back here with more nonsense from Reddit. Today's subject is once again nice guys, those perfect gentlemen that always make sure to pride themselves on being nice. But they're not actually nice, they're more like working an angle, and you'll see that if it doesn't work out in their favor. Anyway, let's just begin with more nice guys from Reddit. These posts are from Reddit nice guys, of course. This guy gets Facebook memories of himself being a nice guy. Thinks it's funny when girls post updates like, I wish I had a sweet, funny, caring, creative, fun guy. Will I ever find him? Because most of them turn down offers from guys just like that. Definitely nice guy stuff, but it's pretty mild for one of my videos. We usually have guys gloating over women being abused and stuff like that. I'm not going to be in a relationship because 1. Most 95% of girls at my school are terrible human beings. 2. All the terrible guys get the good girls. 3. I'm a good guy, which means I don't get anyone. 4. Anime girls don't exist. I know the fourth point was a joke, but I'm pretty sure he was serious about the first 3. No, imagine that scenario. All the introverts had no problem staying at home. They self-quarantined for years anyway. The extroverts went out and got infected and got sterile, even without other symptoms. Soon women will find out that it is the introvert nerd who can give them babies, and they will do anything to get fucked by them. How would society change? Are women all desperate to have kids? The ones I know aren't generally, but a strange amount of these guys seem to talk about it a lot. It's funny watching all these women post something about true love and love will find you. All they do is repost sayings they find online to sound like they know. But when a good man messages them, they don't even reply. Seriously, get lost with your trash. Grow up first and stop taking advice from all these celebrities who just get divorced or live a totally different style of life than you. Try asking your grandma for real advice. Your grandma? Are you going to ask her what she did when she was young and a good man messaged her? Why does every good-looking person call themselves unattractive? You are not. I'm unattractive. There is a reason why you have had over 10 boyfriends in your life. And there is a reason why everyone wants to be your friend. Shit, I've only had 2 girlfriends, and growing up a lot of people didn't want to be my friend. That just proves that you look good and I don't. I'm surprised that I have the best girlfriend in the world, to be honest, but I do know why I couldn't get a girlfriend for a long time. It's because I'm the best man in the world, and I'm the best guy ever, and the more of a good man you are, the more you get rejected by society. So if you want to get the women, my advice to you is to be a punk-ass dipshit, lol. I'm not joking, it really works, but even though you look good and I don't, at least the best girl in the world loves me. And don't tell me to stop spending hate. I've been bullied all my life. What makes you think I give a shit? LOL, you look good, I don't. End of story. Have a good one. This guy's really good at selling himself, isn't he? He probably rants to his girlfriend about how ugly he is. This next one is titled, We Texted for a Day. I literally fall asleep, time difference thing, woke up to this. Not sure if I said something wrong. You got bored, realized this would ever happen, or simply fell asleep. I just hate I'm proving correct on my future assumptions of everything is fake and there would never be any true commitment. Hopefully. And I wish you have great rest, great dreams, and surprise me as I wake up. You're such an amazing woman. She did stop talking to him over this message, called it a red flag for manipulative behavior. Apparently this guy's in his 40s too. He probably maintains that she stopped talking to him because he was too nice, huh? I don't want to settle down till I meet a rich man and convince him to put a baby in me. You could marry me, then divorce me and take everything I own and make me pay child support. I'd do that just to say I got to sleep with you. Ah man, what is that word the kids are all using these days? Simp? Yeah, we got a simp here. It is funny, though. Dear Tinder match, you matched with me and I sent you an introduction I put my heart and passion into. You ignored it. I'm sorry, but women like you need to stop whining when you can't find good men when you reject those who are worthy. I'm not a simp or a beta. I am an alpha. Your feminism is not an excuse to be picky with men. You rely on feminism because your brain power is inferior to that is of a man. Kind regards. Hey, do alpha males spend their time online complaining about how women don't message them back? Calling yourself an alpha male is kind of like calling yourself a Mary Sue. If you have to say it about yourself, it's not true. So I'm done with my girlfriend. She can fuck off. She wasn't my type anyway. She's saying I was not treating her right, and that all we do is fight and argue. She plays too many fucking head game. I need to find a girl that will drink with me and not be a bitch about it and will smoke weed with me and that's on my level. I want someone to love me. I'm the best boyfriend that anyone can ask for. I'm sweet and fucking nice to anybody I meet. Number 1 quality required for a girlfriend, that she drinks and smokes weed with me. I hope you all understand that I'm not an asshole. I am one of the nicest/kindest people you will ever meet, but when I get taken advantage of or disrespected, that goes away and the asshole that nobody likes comes out. Hashtag words of wisdom. There are so many people out there expressing that they're not only the nicest in the world, but they're also the biggest asshole at the same time. And I'm not sure I believe either claim. What they don't know won't hurt them. No, but thank you anyways. Of course, friend-zoned by one of you bitches again. I'm the type of guy who will actually treat you right, get you flowers whenever I could, take you on dates, send you good morning beautiful texts. I'd give you a nice relationship compared to any you've had before. And you're gonna turn me down for some dude who's probably gonna dump you any day? Cool. Friend-zoned? He'll be lucky to stay in the acquaintance zone after this conversation. Hi, blank, how are you? Listen, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I'm a very nice dude. However, a man is going to tell you what the man thinks. Do you want a boy or a man? Because boys are fragile. Men are mighty. You need a man where you could be the woman of the relationship. I don't think you want another woman in the form of a boy. So I said what I said. However, I'm reaching out here. If you want a winner, then you have one right here. I don't conform to gender role norms. Be well. This is where a normal person would realize that you're probably just not going to be good together because you have different views on relationships. But no, he keeps going. Man, I'm going to be well regardless because an attitude is well. I'm a winner and winners win. That's what I do. Why are you giving up so easily? Your confidence comes off as arrogance. I'm not arrogant, dude. I'm Michael Jordan. I'm Kobe. I'm Steph and I'm Clay. I'm a champ. He certainly crashed and burned like Kobe. Oh no, too soon, Redditor, too soon. I can't possibly imagine someone sounding more arrogant than this guy though, honestly. Alright, we're now heading over to Reddit Nice Guy Stories, the place on Reddit for you too to leave your stories about nice guys if you have any. The Ballad of Mr. Struggle. Oh, so nice. My most recent nice guy story really pissed me off. So I met this guy online on a dating app. I put it in quotation marks because this specific app isn't used only for dating, but also for meeting new people and finding friendships, which is what I was using it for exclusively. Anyway, so here comes the nice guy. Let's call him Mr. Struggle. We had similar taste in music and he worked at the same uni I also work for. I thought it would be great to meet someone new in town, so we started chatting first in the app and then moved on to Viber. At the risk of sounding like a 33-year-old boomer, what the fuck is Viber? Oh, I think it's like Kik. Mr. Struggle, as you can imagine, struggled with finding his Mrs. Perfect. He was complaining about how hard the dating market is for guys, that all of his dates fail because those girls are just choosing from several guys at once, i.e. going on dates with multiple people, and he's never their first choice. What a waste of time, so he said. And that he would never talk to multiple people at the same time. He's such a nice guy after all, and that other people are so shallow. Girls only pick handsome, muscular dudes, he said. Side note, Mr. Struggle was actually quite good looking and athletic, but you can't fix your personality in the gym. Even though my profile specified I'm not looking for dates or any kind of relationship, he got a little upset when I said it to him directly and refused to go on a date. I guess I was the only one he was talking to at the time, so I guess now I was a waste of time for him. However, I said that we can be friends and hang out as friends, and he seemed very happy about that. We never ended up meeting in person, thank goodness, but would chat from time to time. When we did chat, Mr. Struggle would complain about his dating struggles. He was extremely unhappy with his next victim, who went on like 3 dates with him. Nothing happened between them, and then realized she's not over her ex-boyfriend. He was furious, calling her a bitch, etc. I told him that actually she was honest with him. Things like this happen, and it's outside of his control. It literally had nothing to do with him. But he kept on raging how she wasted his time. Like, why would she be on a dating app if she isn't over her ex? I told him, yet again, that perhaps she was trying to move on, but then realized it's too early and told him honestly about her feelings. He wasn't convinced. Yeah, he probably thinks it's chivalrous to only talk to one woman at a time, but this is just on a dating site. He probably just ends up getting attached too quickly and messing things up all the time. But that wasn't the only date Mr. Struggle struggled to keep. The next time he complained about a girl with whom he went out once. They got along well, also had similar music taste, and she was Eastern European, just like you, he said. He was supposed to fly on vacay somewhere and wanted to see her one more time before that. She did want to see him too, but on the day they were supposed to confirm their date, she wouldn't respond until late evening. Once again, he was furious and calling her names. I told him that perhaps something has happened to her. Did he ever consider that possibility? Well, he didn't. Turned out she had trouble at work, she said, so she could only get back to him in the evening. I don't know whether that's true, but he didn't believe her at all. He was raging, yet again talking about how she wasted his time and that she should stick to her promises. I told him that she doesn't really owe him anything at this point, but he started to insult me in return. But it gets better. At the time, I was extremely depressed, near suicidal. I didn't physically self-harm, but I was drinking and partying excessively for a short period of time, which is completely out of character for me. I also happened to have had casual sex with a guy. Let's call him Mr. Poet. I barely knew on 2 separate occasions. Note, this is completely out of character for me, and personally I don't find it pleasant, but I'm not judging anyone who actually likes casual sex. I felt really bad when I came back to my senses. This was a harmful experience, but a good lesson learned. So I don't know how we ended up talking about casual relationships with Mr. Struggle, but for some reason I shared that story with him. Oh, I've never seen him so furious. Basically, he got angry at me because he wasn't the one I've had casual sex with. I'll explain. I told him that I'm extremely serious when it comes to relationships, and sex is reserved for a person I would love, not random people. We're all human, however, and I did make a mistake like this. Again, this is just personal, no judgment to those who enjoy casual sex. In response, he said that I'm basically fake, that I lied to him about what a good girl I was. I said that I only cared about personality, yet I ended up sleeping with a cute guy. How dare I? Although, to be honest, I ended up with Mr. Poet because he liked poetry. His looks were secondary. I told him to calm down, things like this happen, but Mr. Struggle said, no, these things never happen to him. He can never get a girl, let alone a model. I do modeling as a hobby. But handsome dickheads always do. If girls aren't shallow, then why don't I want anything to do with him? Why? Also, he told me that since I ended up having sex with Mr. Poet twice, this wasn't a mistake. This was a tendency. Wow, just wow. I blocked him afterwards since he didn't want to apologize for his behavior. Legends say Mr. Struggle is still struggling to find out what went wrong. Yeah, none of this makes any sense. They were explicitly not going to date. I'm sure he wanted to transition from a friend into a relationship, but she never did. So I'm not sure how he could justify getting so pissed off about it. By the way, the author says in the comments that the app was Plenty of Fish, which I've never used, so no input there. Okay, I'm going to read a few more posts and then we'll call it a day. Don't waste your time with me. I'm just a guy with commitment, honesty, manners, and class. Just swipe left and move on to the next fuckboy you'll fall for. Hey, I wonder how often that works. Oh, okay, cool. Sorry if I come across as a bit of an arsehole. I'm not generally. I just woke up horny, and I don't think what I'm saying. Not really an excuse, but I'm sorry. I'm not usually a complete moron, I promise. LMAO. Would you like to see my dick? You don't need to send me a pic, but if you would like to see, I will show you. No. Ah, damn, I think he almost had that one. I'm not usually a complete moron. Next words out of his mouth, would you like to see my dick? Tell me why females will have a nice guy, a real good-ass dude, and then the second a dick-faced cum-wot fuckhead comes in, all their attention, time, and heart goes to them. Just so they can be heartbroken and then get mad when the nice guy won't talk to them. Like, bitch, you signed yourself up for that shit. The nice guy was trying to show you he cares about you, and you're over here dating some dickhead named Brad 2 days later. Then women wonder why fuckboys are all over. The nice guys are tired of being shit on, so they change who they are and start not giving a fuck who they hurt because that's what happened to them. Thank you for your time. Wow, that was quite a thing. I like how I used Brad instead of Chad, probably hoping to not be called an incel. That is about all the time I have for you today. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you have something to say, you should definitely let me know in the comments. If you're new here and like the content, you should consider subscribing for more of the same. I'd like to mention that I also have a Discord where I usually am. Link is in the description if you'd like to join us. But I have a channel for you to submit stories there if you want. Now it's time for me to shout out my patrons. I do have a Patreon that helps me keep myself uncensored and all that. So big thanks to Levon, Invader Jill, Chris Sturman, Hugo Hedden, Cho, Shay Parker, Mary Vinorsky, Hunter Malcolm, Chocobo Asylum, Elvis Needs Boats Bennett, Spoonie the Rogue, Louise Orozco, Amanda Gillies, Rissa D'Amore, Camper Supreme, Lil Spoon, Roy, Knit1 Code 2, Jubes, Ms. Mayhem, Esperova, Regrettable Stitches, and Mason Alessander, who I believe is new. Thank you so much, everyone. I know things aren't easy during this pandemic. Oh, also, I'm not sick yet or anything. I know people probably want to ask. I'm going to try to post a few more videos this week, but if not, then soon after. Let me know what you'd like to see in the comments from the things I cover. Have a great day, everyone, and I sure hope none of those casual sex havers were too offended.